Michael, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, come on up. Angie Axtell, I saw her here. Janae Wilty, come on up. And then Cindy Daniel, I believe it is supposed to be. No, okay, that was the one where so these guys are going to share a little bit about how they started, and we're going to do, are we going to do this in order? Oh, let's do this part first. Woo-hoo. All right, so new brand partners. So if you came on anytime between our last regional event, which was like the first weekend in December, through now, and you are a brand new brand partner, stand on up. You guys are going to get all the Nerium love. Yes. If you achieved a 40-point week this past week, go ahead and stand up and give yourselves a round of applause. That's excellent. Way to start the new year right? If you had a 160-point month, so if that's 4 consecutive weeks in a row of 40 points, go ahead and stand on up. It's really not a surprise for the people you see stand up. It's really not a surprise. So excellent job there. What's my next one? New builder bonus qualifiers. So if you either rank advance to director or if you fast start qualified, since the last regional, go ahead and stand yourselves up. Good job. That means she's BBQ'd, bonus builder qualified. 250, right, Cindy? All right, if you rank advance from brand partner to senior brand partner, go ahead and stand on up. Can you do it? If you are a rank advance to a director or earned your iPad. Yeah, that's all the iPad earners. I believe if you have an iPad, if you earned an iPad from Nerium, stand up. Everybody that earned an iPad from Nerium, stand up. Good. If you achieve the rank of senior director and you are Lexus bonus qualified, and that means all Lexus earners in the room, stand on up. If you are an executive director and you are at that level now, or you rank advance to that level, go ahead and stand up. Do that. I'm good. Regional marketing directors. Any regional marketing directors in the room, go ahead and stand up. We're getting there. And of course, it doesn't say it, but I do want to recognize the 2 national marketing directors in the room. Mindy Anderson, she does a lot for us. She is not my upline. She's not my upline, but when I decided to plug in to the system, she welcomed me like I was one of her own. So I really appreciate that. And then of course our beloved Sarah, 1 star. So we're going to start with our new senior brand partner testimonial, Annie.
Okay, this is my first time ever speaking in front of anybody, so I'm doing this for you, Mindy. I'm used to speaking in front of like 5 people, so if everybody could just turn their backs, I'd be good. Okay, so I'm a licensed esthetician. I've been doing this for like 6 years, and also a massage therapist. And I started in September, and I didn't really plug into the system like I should. I kind of had some stuff going on in my life as far as like health problems. So basically, long story short, it was only until December that I really tried to put my heart into it, and my team was with me the entire time, so they kind of helped me get through everything. But the main reason I got into it was because of the product, because I do have problem skin, And I've tried everything out there. Nothing really worked. And that's another reason why I didn't really do the field of aesthetics. I didn't really practice it because I didn't really believe anything out there. I've tried, like I said, everything. Spent thousands of dollars on my face, acne skin, hyperpigmentation, scarring, and this is the only thing that's ever truly worked on me. So, and the other reason I wanted to be a part of this team was because I kind of lived like a secluded life, and these people brought me out of it, so I'm nervous. I'm like shaking, I'm like, okay, so anyways, I'm happy to say that my sister's a part of my team, and my dad just joined. My sister didn't talk to me for like a month when I was constantly at her, and my dad, I wish I would have had a recording for it, but he's here with us. He just retired, so okay, I'm done. Thank you.
My name is Raylyn Whitney. My husband and I are regional marketing directors, and I just want to share a quick story with you guys. When Mindy Anderson called me, she said, "Hi, Raylyn, this is Mindy." And I said, "I'm sorry, Mindy, I don't know who you are." And she said, "Oh, remember you and I met a couple of years ago?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I still was like, maybe I remember her, maybe I don't. So I'm a perfect example. If you have someone on your list, we learned this week from work that we're doing that if you know a person exists, put them on their list. That's not funny. That's not a joke. So if Mindy hadn't put me on the list, we weren't friends. We never talked on the phone. We weren't friends on Facebook. She kept my business card for 2 years and called me. So I was not interested. I told her no 4 times, and she kept the process going. Like Sarah was talking about piquing interest, she kept piquing my interest, and I am so grateful that she put me on that list. So if you're thinking about someone that maybe you don't really know and you haven't talked to in a long time, that would be me, a regional marketing director, about to hit national marketing.
Well, we're supposed to keep this short and sweet, so I'll keep this short and sweet. My story has changed a little bit. I always like to say publicly, the 3 women I'm most grateful for in my life is 1, my mother for bringing me into the world. 2 is my wife for agreeing to be a partner of mine for the rest of our lives. And the 3rd one is Mindy Anderson for introducing my wife to Nerium. What's changed in my story? Last November 2012, I was able to fire my boss because of what we had done with Nerium. It allowed me to stay at home with my wife for about a year. So Nerium gave me the avenue to fire my boss, but it also gave me the avenue. I had a customer of mine call me up and give me a job offer, and I said no initially. And he came back, my boss came back and made me another offer, and I said, well, maybe I'll think about it. So it allowed me to have the power to say yes or no to someone. So I'm going to do that for a couple years, and then I'll probably fire that boss as well. 1 or 2 years, I don't know. It depends on how much success we have with Nerium here in the next year or so. So, Nerium has changed my life, and I'm so grateful to be here.
Hi everybody, my name is Angie Axtell. I'm from here in Overland Park, Kansas. I was introduced to Nerium about 1.5 years ago by Janae. I was 4 months pregnant with my 6th child. I had kids ranging from 2 to 15 at home, so I was a little bit busy. Wait a minute, is Dave here? Yeah, I have a lot of kids. That completely threw me off. Yeah, thanks a lot. So Janae called me and asked me if I would try this new anti-aging product, and I was at the age where I was starting to look into Botox and lasers and fillers and stuff that would make my face look a little bit better than what it looked, in my opinion. So I was all for trying it because I'm terrified of needles, believe it or not. I don't know how I gave birth 6 times. But, so I tried it. I still remember that night just admiring myself in the mirror because as the product tightened, I physically saw the wrinkles kind of getting a little bit less. So I was super excited to keep using it. So when she called me, she's like, well, you can sign up as a preferred customer or you can sign up to sell it. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm selling it. I don't do sales. I've never done sales. I've never done MLM. I've never had an interest in it. I thought it was for people that didn't have real jobs. So I'm like, I'm a little busy. I had my 2-year-old at home. I babysat my 2-year-old nephew, and I was a crazy woman with my other kids. Plus, I was very emotionally unstable because I was pregnant, so my hormones were off the charts. And if I would have heard no, I might have cried for a week. So I decided I wanted to get my product for free. I called up about 20 of my close friends and family, and I was shocked that about 16 of them were like, yeah, we'll try it. Where can we buy it? So at that point, I talked it over with my husband, who was very skeptical. He is very frugal. He's a financial advisor, so spending $1,000 was not something that he took lightly. So he gave me the approval, and I signed up as a brand partner. I fast start qualified, got my iPad, and in a very short time got my Lexus, so sitting up front. And then I had a baby, and I had 2 months of postpartum depression, and I didn't call a soul. But fortunately, I had a wonderful upline, which brings me to using your upline and how in this business, it's all about helping people that you bring in and people underneath you and not letting them fail. So I was fortunate to have Janae, who kind of took over for me in my absence until she gave me a swift kick in the butt and told me to quit crying and start getting on the phone. I did that, and I've since become an executive director, and I'm making way more money than what I thought. I've met some great friends and really enjoy being in this business. So.
I'm Janae Wiltie. I'm from Overland Park, Kansas. I originally did not need another skincare product. I had an autoimmune system disorder that destroyed my face. I had a total of 20 IPL pixel lasers over the last 5 to 6 years, 1% Retin-A, Accutane. My average was $400 to $600 worth of products, high-end, from the plastic surgeon, every single month, and none of it was doing anything. I mean, maybe a little, but nothing. So if you see my before pictures was the best that my face would ever be. At that point, I started into using Botox and fillers to divert the attention from my face to other areas, that wouldn't see the skin. And I saw a couple pictures on Mindy's Facebook and thought, okay, great, if it does just half, I'm going to be excited about that because it's more than what this other stuff's doing. But that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for tax benefits. I was getting killed on my taxes, and home-based businesses are like the best thing for tax. And so that was why. And so when I called her, I asked her, I said, okay, yeah, what about the product? Does it work? She said, yes. I said, okay, but does it have a business? Yes. So I signed up for the business, didn't try the product. She gave me a bottle when I signed up and said, go ahead and start using it. Within 2 days, my boyfriend, who's a doctor, noticed it and wanted to know what I was doing and how much was it costing him. A week later, he saw me again, and he had the plastic surgeon on speed dial, ready to go have done whatever I had just had done. I handed him the bottle. He laughed at me, said, there's no drugs in here. It can't work. So I sent him home with it, and 18 months later, all I hear now is, look at me, look how good I look. Look at me, don't I look good? And so he's loving it. Can't tell you what's in it, can't tell you how it works, just know that it works, and it's awesome. I had 3 jobs, 2 kids, 2 grandkids, 2 dogs, a boyfriend, we traveled, and I had no time. So I started out with the 12 bottles, knowing that numbers, I could get them all out, and numbers, the more numbers you have, the more you can do. And by the end of the first month, I got my iPad, got my investment back. By the end of the second month, I got my Lexus bonus, which I took the product to help build my team, and it has been absolutely wonderful. I was able to get rid of the jobs that I hated and that made me cry. And then November of, not last year, the previous year, I've been about 8 months into it, the company I worked for went bankrupt, so I made the choice to go full-time with Nerium. And it has been I absolutely love what I do. I will say the buddy system is awesome. Find a buddy. Find a buddy that's going to help you keep you motivated, and find a buddy that's going to help keep you on track, because it is awesome to have a buddy system. And Angie's my buddy system. We have coffee every morning. If a day doesn't go by, that we don't see each other, we just feel like there's a loss. But we keep each other motivated and push each other. So Christy's going to get involved in our buddy system, I can tell, since she's my neighbor. But you guys, this is such an awesome thing, and I'm very happy to be here. So thank you.